Hi, hello everyone. Welcome back to physics class. Right, today's our topic is conservation of momentum. It is very important topic in collision chapter in physics. Right? What is meant by conservation? In physics, conservation means no change. If there is no change, that we can call as conservation. So conservation of momentum means if net external force is equal to 0, then total momentum remains constant. So this law we are using to the time of firing a gun. When you are firing a gun, the gun recoils with some velocity backwards. The bullet moves in the forward direction with some velocity. That means momentum of gun is backwards, momentum of bullet is forward. See here, momentum of gun and momentum of bullet are equal in magnitude but opposite in direction. But the velocity of bullet is very greater than velocity of gun. So here velocities are different, masses are different, but their momentums are same. That is the hint for this topic. Right, see here, to understand the concept of conservation of momentum, now we will take one example. See here our example, suppose a car A of mass 1500 kg. It is moving with a velocity of 25 meter per second. Another car of B mass 1000 kg. It is moving with a velocity of 15 meter per second. Now see here, these two cars, car A and car B, these two parts collides with each other. That means here collision takes place. After collision, car A mass remains constant 15 kg, but after collision car A velocity is 20 meter per second. Car B velocity is 22.5 meter per second. Its mass is 1000 kg. Let's see here. If you observe here, car A, initially car A velocity is 25 meter per second. Here if you observe, car velocity is 20 meter per second. That means there is a decrease in the velocity of car A. Next. Car B velocity is 15 meter per second initially. If you observe here, car B velocity is 22.5 meter per second. That means there is an increase in the velocity of car B. If velocity decreases means its momentum decreases. Velocity increases means its momentum increases. That means after collision, momentum of car A decreases. Momentum of car B increases. See here. Calculate momentum of car A. Momentum of car A means 1500 into 25. 1500 into 25, that is nothing but 37,500 kg meter per second. Then car B momentum. Car B momentum means mass into its velocity. It is 15,000. Next, after collision, calculate the momentum of car A. It is 1500 into 20. This is equal to 30,000. Next, calculate car B momentum. Momentum is mass into velocity 22.5. Right, 0.0 gets cancelled. This is 22,500. Right? If you observe car B, see here, this is car B. If you observe car B, how much momentum? Initially, momentum of car B is 15,000. After collision, momentum of car B is 22,500. That means how much increase? 7,500 increase. And if you observe car A, Initially car A momentum is 37,500. After collision car A momentum is 30,000. So how much decrease in momentum? 7,500 decrease in momentum. That means, see here I am writing here, decrease in momentum. See here, decrease in momentum of car A and increase in momentum of car B. How much decrease in momentum of car A? 7,500. How much increase in momentum of car B? 7,500. That means these two are equal. That means decrease in momentum of car A is equal to increase in momentum of car B. That means how much momentum lost by car A is equal to that much momentum gained by car B. That means momentum of lost by car A is equal to equal gain in momentum of car B. That means there is no loss of momentum. Momentum is not lost. One momentum of lost by car A is equal to momentum gained by car B. That means there is no loss of momentum. That is conservation of momentum. If you add these two, 37,1500, that is equal to 52,500. If you add these two, 30,000 plus 2, this is equal to 52,500. That means this we can call as total momentum. So total momentum before collision and total momentum after collision. See here, total momentum before collision is 52,500. Total momentum after collision is 52,500. That means total momentum before collision is equal to total momentum after collision. Right, see here I am writing here. That means total momentum before collision is equal to total momentum after collision. It means if total momentum before collision is 10 kg meter per second, total momentum after collision also 10 kg meter per second. That means momentum remains constant. Total momentum remains constant. That means momentum remains constant. There is no gain, there is no loss. Total remains same. That means total momentum remains constant means no change in momentum. No change in momentum. Change in momentum is generated by delta P. No change in momentum means change in momentum is equal to 0. That means delta P is equal to 0. If delta P is equal to 0 means momentum is constant. Constant, because no change in momentum means momentum is constant. Total momentum is constant. If momentum is constant, in physics this we can call as conserved. Here momentum is conserved. So conservation means nothing but no change. So this is explained by Newton by using Newton's second law of motion. See, we know very well Newton's second law of motion. Newton's second law of motion is nothing but F net is equal to delta P by delta T. Delta P by delta T. Here net means external. If net external force is equal to delta P by delta T. Here we assume here two cars. See, these two cars forms a system. a system. That means on the system, net external force is equal to 0. On the system, net external force is equal to 0. That means net external force on the system is equal to 0. So this is 0. So 0 is equal to delta P by delta. If delta T into 0, that is 0. So delta P is equal to 0. Delta P is equal to 0 means no change in momentum of the system is equal to 0. Here delta P is equal to 0 means no change in momentum. No change in momentum of the system is equal to 0. So no change in momentum of the system means momentum is equal to constant. If momentum is equal to constant, that we can call as conserved. So this is, that means net external force on the system is equal to 0. Momentum remains constant. Total momentum remains constant. Then this system we can call as isolated system. Why isolated system means if net external force is 0 on the system, then the system is isolated system. That means if net external force is equal to 0 on any system means that is isolated system. Then total momentum of the system remains constant. This is conservation of momentum. The statement is if net external force is equal to 0, total momentum remains constant. That means total momentum before collision is equal to total momentum after collision. This is the statement. Right here a best example for this. See here a best example is gun and bullet. See here, this is gun, this is bullet. A gun and bullet forms a system. That means here gun plus bullet is equal to a system. And see another. If net external force is equal to 0 on this system, then this system is isolated system. Then this gun exerts a force on the bullet. So force on the bullet exerted by gun. This bullet also exerts force on the gun. Force on gun exerted by bullet. See here, these two forces are internal forces. Internal forces gets cancels each other according to Newton's law of motion. That means internal forces gets cancel each other and internal forces does not cause any motion. So due to internal forces, internally velocity changes, internally momentum changes, but total momentum remains constant. Why? Because there is no external force. Now see here, according to Newton's second law of motion, F net is equal to delta P by delta T. Here net external force is 0. Net external force is 0. So 0 is equal to delta P by delta T. From this delta P is equal to 0. Delta P is equal to 0 means no change in momentum. No change in momentum. No change in momentum means momentum, total momentum before is equal to total momentum after. So no change in momentum of the system means total momentum before is equal to total momentum after. So here firing, so total momentum before firing is equal to total momentum after firing. Calculate here total momentum before firing. Total momentum means momentum of gun plus momentum of bullet. Momentum of gun. See here, total momentum of gun plus momentum of bullet is equal to momentum of gun plus momentum of bullet. See here, in the place of momentum, write mass into velocity. So mass of gun, velocity of gun. Mass of bullet, velocity of bullet. is equal to here mass of gun, velocity of gun plus mass of bullet, velocity of bullet. We know very well, if before firing, what is the velocity of gun? Velocity of gun is 0. So momentum of gun is equal to 0. So before firing, what is the velocity of bullet? Velocity of bullet is 0. So momentum of bullet is also 0. That means left side is 0. If left side is 0, 0. So right here, I am writing here, left side is equal to 0. Is equal to mg vg plus mb vp. If bring this one left side or this one, so then this mass of gun, velocity of gun is equal to minus mass of bullet, velocity of bullet. That means what is the meaning of this one? Mass into velocity is momentum. Momentum of gun is equal to minus momentum of bullet. So momentum of gun, momentum of bullet are equal. Equal means equal in magnitude. How much momentum of gun is there? Momentum of bullet also same. But minus, what does it mean? What does it mean? Means minus means they are in opposite directions. So momentum of gun, momentum of bullet are equal in magnitude but opposite in direction. So remember this one directly while doing this type of problems. That means simply write, because we know already initially total momentum is equal to 0. Then after firing also total momentum is equal to 0. So total momentum is equal to 0 means momentum of gun and momentum of bullet are equal in magnitude but opposite in direction. Then substitute here, then velocity of gun is equal to minus mass of bullet by velocity of bullet by mass of gun. So this is the formula, and this velocity we can call velocity of gun, this velocity we can call as recoil velocity of gun. Recoil, because the gun is moving backward direction with some velocity. That velocity is called recoil velocity of gun. We know very well whose velocity. Suppose the question is in terms of velocity. Whose velocity is greater? Bullet or gun? Bullet velocity is greater. Why? Because its mass is small. Next, whose momentum is greater? Bullet or gun? Both are having same momentum. See here, momentum of gun, momentum of bullet are equal in magnitude but opposite in direction. Then only conservation of momentum holds good. So momentums are same, velocities are different, masses are different. So this is the formula for finding the recoil velocity of gun. Now see here a simple example. Suppose mass of gun is 6 kg. Mass of bullet is 10 grams. Velocity of bullet is 300 meter per second. Then find the velocity of gun. Velocity of gun. Simply write like this. Momentum of gun is equal to minus momentum of bullet. Because momentum of gun, momentum of bullet are equal in magnitude, opposite direction. Then in the place of momentum, write mass of gun, velocity of gun is equal to minus mass of bullet, velocity of bullet. Find here velocity of gun is equal to minus mass of bullet, velocity of bullet by mass of gun is equal to minus mass of bullet. Mass of bullet how much Nana? 10 grams. Grams converted into grams into kg, that is equal to 10 to the power of minus 3 kg. Into velocity of bullet, that is 300 meter per second by mass of gun, that is 6 kg. So kg gets cancelled. 6 5 30 0. So this is velocity of gun. So velocity of gun is equal to 50 into 10 into 10 to the power of minus 3 meter per second. So 0 gets cancelled. This is 5 into 10 to the power of minus 1 meter per second, that is equal to 0.5 meter per second. See here, velocity of bullet is 300 meter per second, but velocity of gun is 0.5 meter per second. See, if you compare the velocities, velocity of bullet is greater, but if you compare the momentums, their momentums are equal in magnitude. So this is conservation of momentum. Thanks for your watching. Pause the video, note down the points. Bye.